Jackie Aina is?
I don't. I like the name though. I like how her name sounds good.
Okay.
It's a lady, right?
Yes, her name is Jackie Aina. She started off as a YouTuber doing makeup beauty tips and just kind of like became a real guru.
Oh wow!
At the big stage of like gurus with makeup coming from YouTube. So she's definitely like an OG.
So was she ever like a professional makeup artist?
I think she was
for
before.
like a famous people or no?
Yeah, I think she was a makeup artist. I'm not sure who her clients was, but she definitely was somebody that was pursuing makeup and then just started to kind of influence and then became very
wow.
popular
So she was very innovative.
Yes, she was. I would say
very cool.
So okay, you don't know about Jackie Aina. Have you ever watched YouTube makeup stuff?
Yeah, I remember that one guy did your makeup. His name is
Patrick Starr.
Yes, I remember that video you did. It was very popular, and he was good.
Yeah, now he has a really huge makeup line called One Size.
Okay.
It's like out of here. Like it's so huge.
I'm not surprised. He was very good.
So shouts out to Patrick. What are your views on makeup and beauty in the beauty industry? Have you ever felt connected to it?
Man, when I was an entertainer, back in the day when I was performing and I did a lot of club, and stuff. I was doing like a dance, Chicago house dance music and stuff. And I would have to put on makeup and stuff like that. It was fun, When I was doing theater, and doing plays and stuff, I like to put on makeup and stuff. But I just never... I wasn't one of those women that I can't go out the house without makeup. I always thought that was crazy, Well, not crazy, but, some people feel makeup is an extension of them. Yeah. I had girlfriends and friends that wouldn't go out the house. At least they had to have foundation on, or a little eyeliner and stuff. I don't have long eyelashes. I've never had long eyelashes. So sometimes I would put... no matter where I went, I would put eyeliner on, have my little eyeliner.
I remember you used to always do inner eyeliner.
Yeah.
Always. You retired that, obviously, but you used to love that.
Yeah, that was just something simple, a simple thing. But I love makeup. I think it's a great, thing. But it makes me sad, though, when people feel they have to wear makeup in order for people to love them or like them or accept them. That's very sad to me.
Now, growing up, what were your influences of makeup? Like, did grandma do her makeup? Were your sisters into makeup? Like, what was the attitude around glam, beauty, and fashion for you growing up?
My mother did do makeup. Not anything too heavy, but my mother was into fashion. Everything was matching, Mm-hmm. And I remember she used to lay out her clothes like the day before church. Like church was her thing. She wore the big hats and all that kind of stuff. And you know what she would do? She would take her lipstick and use her lipstick as blush.
Yeah, I remember you did that too.
Yeah, she would put her lipstick on and then she would take the stick and do like this and then, powder up her face, and she would do stuff like that. And her eyebrows were really huge. And I remember seeing her like plucking her eyebrows. And I remember the first time I was about maybe 14 and 15, I tried to pluck my eyebrows. Oh my God, that hurt so bad.
I remember you telling me they never grew back. I remember you telling me one time they didn't grow back.
Well, they grew back, but not really. I don't think they really, I still have like little splotches, that shit hurt. And so that was when I realized beauty hurts. You know what I mean?
What was it like looking for beauty products back then? Like, was it a thing? Like, for instance, today, honey, it is a thing to go to the mall, to go to Sephora, to go get your bags filled up, to just do the makeup thing. What was it like for y'all? Like, was it a thing to even like get products exchanged? Was there a popular brand?
Yeah, there was a popular brand. Like, we had CoverGirl, but they didn't have any colors for us.
Oh, okay.
So there was no shades for black women at that time.
Wow.
I think we kind of stayed with, I think Maybelline might have had something for us. There were some brands that catered to African Americans, and we would just get it out. There was no Sephora. We was Walgreens,
But it's interesting that you bring this up because it makes me think about somebody who was big in the game for this, which is Iman. Do you remember when Iman's makeup hit the scene?
I do. I thought that was fabulous. Yeah, I do remember when Iman, her makeup hit. And then another thing too, when you got into the industry and I saw like professional makeup artists and things of that nature, that took makeup to a whole nother level for me too, because I didn't know all of the things you could do. Like what is contouring? I didn't even know what that was. And I realized I had been doing it, but I didn't know that's what you called. I was trying to shade and and then like I have moles up under my eyes. I have moles up under my eyes and stuff. So I spent a lot of time trying to like blot the moles out and all that kind of stuff. And then when I actually saw a professional makeup artist, it kind of let me know, oh, wow, I was doing something. I was doing it. But I wish we would have had YouTube because now you guys could go on YouTube and see every damn thing, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing something, and I mean, so yeah. But for me and for my friends, you know, it was just going to Walgreens or whatever department store that was open, and we would just get the basics, which was the eyeshadow, the mascara, the eyebrows, and lipstick. And then, you know, you could get the little blush stuff, and that was it. And you know, yeah.
Now, I remember years of my life where you were into makeup. Obviously, like you say, it wasn't like you were in the bathroom beating your face for hours, but you definitely would give us the eyeliner, a little bit of the lipstick, ruching on the cheeks, you know, and leaving it at that. Right. When did you kind of be like, I'm tired of makeup? Was it because of just life becoming too busy?
Right.
Or was it specifically like just not a focus?
It was when I had twins. Mm-hmm. When I had those twins, I mean, they took something from me in terms of energy.
Not they took something from
I had to like carry both of them, and you know, I had a lot of help. I would never pretend like I didn't have help. Your dad was there for me. My mother was there for me. I had tremendous help. You guys helped. Well, each one of you had a baby, but the reality of it is that when you have kids, now I got 4 kids, so I just did not feel like dressing up all the time, and you know, and putting makeup on and stuff like that. But now when I put makeup on for like special occasions and like for your birthday, special events, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm excited for it. But your makeup journey to me has just been extraordinary because I've watched you really learn and really put in the time and the energy to actually learn how to do your makeup. You know, I think, and I applaud you for that. I never took classes or anything, but you know, you're good at your own makeup. I honestly think you could do your makeup as good as the professionals can do your makeup.
Now, Mom, I think that for me, doing my makeup came from like necessity. Like I had to learn how to do my makeup simply because I was always dealing with so much acne issues.
Yeah.
And then I reached a point where I kind of like resented makeup because of that, because I was just like, no matter what I did, my skin wasn't getting better. You know, wearing makeup, it made me feel good, but then the texture was always off. And then I took a break from makeup and my skin still wasn't getting better. And then I stopped really knowing how to do my makeup because I wasn't doing it as much anymore.
Right.
And makeup just stopped being fun. It became about hiding. You know, instead of having fun with makeup and just giving you glam and having fun with being glam, it became like trying to hide my scarring, trying to hide my discoloration, trying to just hide everything. And so I just couldn't no longer have fun with it. So I've had like a very weird relationship with makeup based off of my weird relationship with my skin and with my acne problems. Mm-hmm. And then I think for a while after I I kind of like remove myself from it and just was kind of like focusing not really on having fun and doing this glam thing, but just kind of like doing light beats every now and then and doing what I need to do for work. I found my way back to makeup in a different way, in a new way. But I will be honest that it's interesting. Like makeup can be fun. You can really feel fun and good about it when you feel good about you.
That's right.
And I think it can be tough sometimes, especially when you see so many people having fun with beauty, and beauty standards are always changing, and you got the glass skin and the this and that and all that kind of stuff, and it can really get in your head. But one thing I do like about the guest that we're going to be talking to, Jackie Aina, is she always made it very approachable, made it very accessible, always was clear about where her discoloration went and how she did this with this color, and you know, how she made it fun for herself and so conversational and educating. I think that's something that really inspired especially young Black girls that would go on YouTube and not be able to see anybody that reflected them in image. And then also talk about issues and things that were concerning them that they didn't really know how to address. And yeah, I don't know. I think makeup, it can be fun, but you know, again, it always comes from the conversations you're having with yourself. And so that's why I'm really excited to talk to her and just, you know, get into how she was able to change the conversation around makeup and make sure that it remained like a fun and explorative thing, as opposed to something that felt, you know, almost exclusive in a way that can feel intimidating.
Absolutely. Well, remember when you were on Broadway, you had to do your own makeup.
Yep.
And because that's like the rule on Broadway, that you do your own makeup. And you did a great job with doing that. And yeah, man, I love makeup. I love hair. I love makeup. I like glam. I like the whole thing. I like entertainment. All of this, they all intertwine. But I agree with you is that I don't care how much makeup you put on your face. If you don't feel good inside, then, you know, makeup, you know, you got to do the work from inside out.
Yeah, it's true. It's tough, but it's true. And sometimes, hey, if you need it, you know, you want it, do it. Because fake it till you make it works too.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get into this convo with Jackie.
All right.
I may be grown, but I do love the magic of back to school season. Okay, new beginnings, new stationery, I love it all. Plus, I've always been a sucker for good old-fashioned collegiate drama every now and then, which is why this month I decided to listen to Donna Tartt's The Secret History on Audible. Yes, for all my dark academia girlies, this one's for you. Okay, it's about a group of co-eds who suddenly, in the middle of the semester, find themselves embroiled in murder and blackmail. The way the author builds the complex atmospheric world at an elite New England college, it's like I can see it all playing out in my mind as I listen. The characters, the mystery, the darkness, and the immersive audio. It's absolutely captivating. And that's the thing about Audible. Listening to stories like this just takes your mind to places it's never been before. Whether it's fiction, nonfiction, self-help, you name it. When you listen, your imagination soars. There's a whole new level of possibility that opens up. As an Audible member, you get to choose one title a month to keep from their whole entire catalog. And let me tell you, their selection is off the charts. So do yourself a favor and try Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/Keke or text KEKE to 500-500. That's audible.com/Keke or text KEKE to 500. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some more listening to do. Baby, this is Keke. Okay, guys, I am absolutely buzzing with excitement for today's guest. She's a beauty guru, okay? A fierce advocate for representation and inclusivity, the founder of her own brand, and a true game changer in the industry. You probably know her from her incredible YouTube channel. She won the NAACP Image Award for YouTuber of the Year in 2019 and in 2020. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Jackie Aina. Welcome to the show, Jackie!
Thank you.
Oh my
Thanks
gosh.
for the intro. That was impressive.
You're very welcome, Miss Ma'am. So how's everything been going? Obviously, you started Forever Mood, your lifestyle brand, some years ago. How has that been going for you?
Life changing. When you're a creator, you're a brand, but it's not the same as having like a tangible product, right? Like I'm not shipping stuff. When I'm an influencer, that's a brand too. You know, you're not getting a W-2. You're learning how to do your own taxes, how to pay taxes. It's a whole different process. So I thought that process would have prepared me for becoming a brand founder. And now you start all over again.
Wow.
There's definitely skills and things that I've learned that I've been able to take into being a brand founder. And I'm like, okay, probably would do that differently, learn things a little bit differently, but it's insanely different. Like I feel like now I've never worked as hard as I have in my entire career.
But that is very interesting because like you said, as an influencer, you kind of are the brand.
For sure.
But then a brand founder, like what does that ask of you that being the brand yourself doesn't?
Oh my God. Okay. So it's so much. So when you are a creator, you have like, you can have employees. So you can have like an assistant, you can have a producer, but they work with you sometimes on like a contractor basis. So they're not really tied to your business in some ways. And they can also take other work. So if you have like a video editor, for example, this person could be editing for like 10 different talent. So they're not necessarily dependent on you, right? First, when you have a brand, you have a company, like you have employees who are getting health insurance, who are relying on you to get paid.
Now that's what you call being a good boss because everybody don't get the health insurance.
Well, I mean, I think also I feel like some good advice is like, how do you know? Because everybody is not meant to be a brand founder at all.
Right.
Period.
It's true.
And there's too many people being like, we need to start our own. We need to start because black people love being like, we need to. Actually, a lot of we don't. Like, it's actually an insane amount of responsibility.
Yeah.
And if you can't handle it, then I would say don't, because it's a lot of weight to carry. But I was going to say the differentiating factor is not only that you have to like pay and hire your own employees, but my whole reason for wanting to start a brand is like, I wanted to change what being a brand founder looks like. In addition to like all the other things I was passionate about, but like, I've had terrible jobs. I've had awful bosses. I've had toxic workplace environments that I've had to work in. So that also, I think you have to factor in what exactly do you want your company to do for other people? You know what I mean? And if you can't, then I don't know. Like it's so many different things to factor, Keke.
But I feel like your brand had such a through line because even with you saying this, when I think about when we first met you, it was the same thing from who you were in beauty and makeup and how accessible you made makeup feel to people. Like, I first met you, like, I think just influencing, like we would be at the same things, whether it was for Essence or some brand company. And I was like, who is this beautiful black girl? And then I remember working with my makeup artist, Kenya, and she was telling me how she first started watching your YouTube videos. I said, that's that girl. I've been always seeing her, knowing about her. And as I started to learn more about you, it really resonated with me how you were a great representation for young women that wanted to do makeup and wanted to find beauty in a way that felt real and not superficial. When you first started your YouTube page, You were already working as a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Was that something you were feeling in the industry that you wanted to change?
Oh my God. Okay. There was a lot going on with me personally and professionally when I first started on YouTube. So if you're not familiar with me, I first started on YouTube in 2009. This was like, what the hell are you doing talking to a camera? Like, are you good? Like, you need to go talk to that lady. Like, it was not normal to vlog and stuff. It was weird. But at the time I was married. I got married really young. I got married at 21. And then I got divorced really young too. That's a different story.
Come on, Leo.
But I was just going through a lot. I was also in the military at the time. So
wow.
Yeah, I was in the reserves. And so I had a lot of free time, not a lot of money, and I was miserable.
Yeah.
And when I was pursuing makeup at the time, I was getting online and like finding these communities of people who like love beauty as much as I did. And I thought it was literally just me. I thought it was just like the weirdo in my family because nobody in my family was like glam like that. Not at all. But I found this community and it was really my best friend being like, you need to start a YouTube channel. Like, I know how much you love YouTube. You're watching the girls. You're taking these looks that like you're seeing on white creators and like Asian creators. Because back then, that's really who kind of dominated the platform in the beauty space. And I was making the looks like brown girl friendly. So my best friend was like, you don't think people don't want to see it on YouTube? And I was like, not really. Like, girl, yes. I was like, not really. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't really want to be on camera. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like, I'm not really.
You're funny as hell.
I know I think that people don't understand, like when you're a Leo, like I know how to turn that button on and off. But at my true
like the people.
core, I'm at home, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. It's too much sometimes. So even just the idea of being on camera, because I'm sure Ken could probably, shout out to Ken, we love Ken.
We love Ken. Base
That's
Ken,
our
don't play around.
Base Ken, not the one, not the little one, the big one. Okay, period. I love me some Ken. But we're so used to kind of being behind the scenes, like not in front of the camera.
Sure, yeah.
Makeup artistry is different now, though. In 2009, you were not like the star it wasn't until like Mario Dedivanovic became like Kim K's makeup artist. And that's kind of where the makeup artist became the influencer at the same time. So I started at that era, was not interested in being on camera whatsoever, did not have on-camera presence, like wasn't into it. But then my best friend was like, well, you ain't doing nothing else, girl. Like, just start. So I was like, all right, you got me there. So that's how I started. Literally, that's literally how I started. And to answer your question, yeah, I was feeling a void, but I really thought it was just like a small niche community. I was like, well, if I'm making these looks brown girl friendly on myself, maybe a couple other people can, relate and find out or learn something too.
What I feel like I've learned from you and from people that are inspired by your work is there's this intimidation factor with makeup that it feels like, oh, I just want myself to look so good. I just want to be so glamorous. But when I feel from you, it's like, which it makes total sense with Forever Mood and you having this lifestyle brand, is it's more about making yourself feel good.
1000%.
Doing something that makes you just get up in the morning and get into it. And even in the way that you would educate in your videos, what made you decide to not continue in the makeup field specifically?
There was, again, because it's like, I feel like my life is not like a straight and narrow path. It's so zigzaggy and there's detours, there's closed doors, there's failed opportunities.
Because I'll be honest, I want my glam closet to be filled with Jackie Aina makeup.
Everybody
even
did.
Still to this day, like I'm waiting for blush, eyeshadow, lip gloss, like what I mean.
I love blush too. I love blush. It's so different now, Keke. Okay, so deep breath, because I don't want to spill too much tea. Okay,
please spill tea.
I mean, the real tea is that COVID happened and completely shifted the makeup industry. Really? So I'm sure you saw this on the back end as a entertainer, creative yourself, where like studios were not, like people were not working.
Yeah, of course.
Logistically, starting a brand during that time period was a nightmare for even like well-established brands. But in the makeup industry, it was a little quiet. It started to get a little quiet. People were not going out. The makeup industry completely changed. And so I come from like the B-face era.
Yes.
Put Black Barbie down. Black Barbie down. Where's that third layer of setting spray? Why I need another layer of powder. Like we would pack it on. And then it was like we all at home on quarantine and the girls were like, slick back bun, your skin but better. I'm like, yeah, that's cute for like
the glass skin is taking me out. No more of that.
That's just, first of all,
I don't want to deal with it.
It's a made up word, first of all, because it's just oily skin. Like, what the hell does that even mean? I mean, just girls put on some.
I want glam.
Like, I want glam. I want lashes. I want a sculpted brow. I want 3 layers of highlighted concealer. I want blush into my lower lash line. Like,
but what is the true secret though? Because we watch the videos and it's tough when it comes to this glam. Like, is it just practice makes perfect? Like, literally?
So I'm gonna give you an analogy that's gonna sound really cocky, but I promise you it's not. Actually, I'm going to use you as the example.
Okay.
Because you're Keke Palmer. So you're a seasoned expert at your craft, which is acting.
That's right.
And
Okay,
many
okay.
layers of acting. If you taught me how to do that, even if you showed me exactly how you did it, down to inflections in your voice, down to facial expressions, down to how you memorize things, even if you gave me the exact sauce, I could still technically know how to do it, but I'm not going to be Keke Palmer.
Okay, so I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing I will never have my face be as
No,
Jackie's.
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, don't be so hard on yourself, because like if I don't know Shaq, I don't really know sports. I'm just gonna think it's my. If Shaq taught me how to play basketball, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be Shaq. You know what I mean?
Gonna be you.
I'm gonna know the motions. I'm gonna
receive
know
that.
the bones. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not gonna be like going to the Olympics. Like,
But this
I
is
may know
important.
Something.
This is important because you're saying is embrace you and what makes you good at it, and then
Exactly.
there might be something new. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
Beatles was trying to be BB King. They wasn't BB King though. They became the Beatles.
Could never, but you know, shout out to them.
Scratch a
But
little bit.
it's okay. But no,
But
it's
literally
like
same.
it's. But also, like, one of the things that's gratifying for me is when someone walks away from my content and they're like, I can't do what you do, but I'm comfortable enough to like do my own wedding makeup or to do my own makeup when I go to an event or to be photographed. To me, you're doing amazing. Like, that's good enough. It doesn't have to look like me, because guess what? Like, I'm not the only expert in my field. Like, why would everybody want to do makeup like me? That's what makes it fun.
Look at you, boo.
Nah, girl.
So what were-
because
who were
this
your
ain't
big-
even gonna work for everybody. Everybody cannot. Some people look amazing with just instant moisturizer.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
But I look best with the big face.
Same.
Yeah.
Not to be biased, but
Now, who are or who were your beauty icons growing up?
ain't no much has changed, honey. I still love me some Sam Fine.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Love Sam Fine. He doesn't get talked about enough now.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Sam Fine walked, so whoever your fave is now could run. Like,
I couldn't
for
agree
real, for real.
more. I
Like,
couldn't agree more.
he's
Sam Fine, Kevin
legend.
Aucoin.
Kevin Aucoin. Come on, don't you know the greats? Were you a glam girl? growing
You know,
up for
I
real?
was a glam girl, but the thing is makeup is always changing.
So much.
So sometimes I remember I was doing my makeup and I was talking to Kenya. I was like, why do I look 2012? It's 2024. Like, well, how do you keep up with the makeup trends? Because you know I'm not lying, girl. Like, makeup
Time out.
changes like that.
What does 2012 look like, though?
You know what it looks like. That 2012 makeup is just not as glam. It's like fake. Like everything is like blurred. It's almost like you know what I mean? Like the makeup.
2012?
It's not clear. It's not as clear as what y'all are doing now. What y'all doing now? It still has a smooth gradient to it, but it's a little bit more of a pop. Like everything is a little bit more carved out. In 2012, everything was just like soft.
Well, you know,
and
girl, you
good.
also could be looking at FaceApp. You
I
also
seen you
could.
cussing the girls out on original.
No.
Like, this face app?
Because
y'all
there's,
gotta stop.
There's
It's
one.
danger.
Okay, I just got introduced to FaceApp like 6 months ago, and I was like, suddenly it makes sense, because there's one setting on there, and it's not the setting itself; it's how you use it. It's called, I think it's
Hollywood.
the Hollywood one. I was thinking Bold Glamour. No, that's the TikTok filter, but it's
Hollywood
the
vibe.
TikTok Bold Glamour equivalent in FaceApp. If you crank it all the way up to level 5, I promise
Yeah,
you,
it's
you don't
true.
fear nothing. You don't even fear God. I feel like if you can Photoshop your picture that bad, post it anywhere publicly, you don't give. I'm not even gonna cuss. You don't give a damn about nothing. Nobody. You know what? I want no issues with you. Those be the
It's
people.
so true. It's so true. I love when you call that out, because I'm like, yes, because it stresses you out when you don't know the secrets. Like, how y'all doing that?
No, but the secret is the face looks like that, but then the rest of the there's a
discrepancy.
The drapes don't match the curtains, so like I'm not sure what I'm looking
Pictures is
at.
always
like,
here. Pictures is always here.
You just put on a turtleneck, boo. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the person. I know everybody is like natural, live in your skin. I don't know. My hot take is, why should I? Because there's how many billion people on the internet? Half the time, people don't even show up as themselves. Why do I gotta show my rawest, unfiltered self?
It makes me want to ask you, what is a trend, a makeup trend currently, that you're just like, I'm good, boo?
So I actually feel like there's room for a little bit of everything, because everybody has their thing. It may not work for me, but everybody has their thing. I don't know. I can't think of anything